My greetings to our FLT in this course, Dr. Gregorio Cyrus Ilihorde. To you, my dear classmates, good day. I am Dr. Neil Michael G. Olaivar, a Master Teacher 1, and at the same time the school in charge of Bongbong Elementary School here in the school's division of Bohol. In this video, I am so honored and proud to present to you the collaborative output of my group, the Group 3, with Ma'am Jocelyn Peñamora and Sir Joel Icaranom. In this video presentation, I'll be sharing with you, on behalf of Ma'am Jocelyn and Sir Joel, the different external factors affecting our respective schools, and of course, the different key takeaways or learning points we obtained from those challenges and issues we recently encountered here in our school. So sit back and relax, and I hope that you learn something from this. Before we proceed, allow me to formally introduce to you the members of the Group 3 in Class 24. First, yours truly, a Master Teacher 1, a school in charge of Bongbong Elementary School here in the school's division of Bohol. Second, we have Ma'am Jocelyn P. Peñamora, a Teacher 2 of Tunguhin Elementary School, Quezon Province Division. And of course, we have also Sir Joel Icaranom of Likha Molino 4 Elementary School in Bacoor, Cavite. Here are the objectives of this video presentation. First is to zero in on the common external factors currently affecting public schools. Second is to share the key takeaways and or learning points from the factors currently affecting public schools. And last but not the least, to appreciate the value of partnership in overcoming the challenges, issues, and gaps encountered by public schools. After brainstorming with my group mates, we have come up with these 3 common external factors affecting our school in the context of pandemic. First, we have learning gaps among learners. I know that this problem or issue is true to almost all schools across the country, considering the fact that our learners had been in their respective homes for 2 years, learning side by side with their parents or guardians or ates and kuyas who acted as the home learning facilitators under modular distance learning. When the school year 2022-2023 started, teachers have found out that most of our learners have poor reading skills, poor writing skills, and poor numeracy skills. And I think this is expected because our parents, our guardians, have not been trained so well in terms of doing their role and responsibilities as the learning facilitators at home. Moreover, the fact that teachers are geographically distant from learners, it is expected that the competencies intended for the grade level have not been mastered by the students. In fact, as I roam around the classroom, or as I visited or as I conducted classroom visits as a school in charge, I have found out that there are some learners who cannot even recognize letter sounds and letter names, who cannot recognize numbers, and I think this problem is so pressing on the part of not just the teacher but also with us school heads. So this factor really is what the teacher is battling against. So yeah, learning gaps are prevalent, are rampant across public schools and even also private schools in the country. The second external factor affecting our school is the destruction of school facilities due to Typhoon Odette. I know that my group mates, Ma'am Jocelyn and Sir Joel, cannot relate with me in this issue since their schools or provinces were not affected by Typhoon Odette. But in our case here in Bongbong Elementary School, where after the Typhoon Odette hit our province, particularly our town in Ubay, out of 8 functional classrooms we had, only 1 remained functional. So only 1 remained usable. So the rest was truly devastated, as you could see in the pictures. So when school year 2022-2023 started, as the school in charge, I really find it difficult to implement the face-to-face classes since we only had 1 functional classroom. So what I did was I exhausted all the resources we have. We tapped the stakeholders, especially the parents and our barangay officials, to help us rebuild our classrooms or our school. So luckily, they have extended their support. So now, we have implemented the face-to-face classes. However, since only 3 classrooms have been repaired, we implement the AM and PM shift of classes. So in other words, we shortened our number of hours of face-to-face classes. And I think this could affect the learning, the education of our students. So as of now, we're still hoping that our department will extend support, will repair our remaining unrepaired classrooms so that in the coming months, we can fully implement the face-to-face classes whole day from kindergarten to grade 6 level. So this problem is really pressing and really caused trouble not just to me, to the teachers, but also with our learners, our students, and our parents in the community. Okay, based on our brainstorming, the third common external factor affecting our school is the lack of school funds. We know for a fact that all public schools in the country are given MOOE on a monthly basis. But based on our experience, the school MOE is not enough to suffice all the needs of the school. So the school operation might get affected due to lack of school funds, especially in our case here in Bongbong Elementary School, wherein our school is badly devastated by Typhoon Odette. So we cannot do repair because our MOE is too little to purchase construction supplies to rebuild or renovate our classroom buildings. So I think lack of school funds could also affect the performance of the school, since I believe that a conducive learning environment is a great contributory factor to learners' academic performance. So if the school cannot provide conducive classrooms, cannot provide safe learning facilities, of course the students' performance might get affected. Here are the key takeaways and learning points we obtained and gained from the 3 problems mentioned earlier. First is that we realized that it is important for schools to build sustainable partnership with stakeholders. And I'd like to highlight and underscore the word sustainable. This means to say that as much as possible, the school head, the teachers should build good connection, good partnership with the stakeholders, because they are our partners in progress. So if ever we have some programs or policies to be implemented in the school, it is the stakeholders who can help us
who can help us in the realization of these programs and policies. Also, based on my experience when Typhoon Odette hit or badly hit us here in Bongbong Elementary School, I have appreciated the importance of the presence of the stakeholders. As you could see in the picture, these youth volunteers helped us in clearing out our school after the typhoon. So for free, voluntarily. So this little generous support given to us by these youth volunteers really meant a lot to us, because they help us make our school ready for the opening of classes or for the resumption of classes. Second realization is that schools should tap parents in the education of their children. We know that it is the job of the teacher to educate the children. However, based on experience, educating the child in the school is not enough. It should be extended at home. So therefore, teachers should seek support, should tap the parents as partners in educating their children. So it is the parents should make follow-up, should remind the students of their homework, assignment, and other classroom or subject requirements. So since the teacher is handling more or less 25 to 30 students in the classroom, it's hard for the teacher to do one-on-one tutorial or teaching with the students. So therefore, the school should seek help, seek assistance, and build partnership with the parents in terms of educating the children. The third key takeaway or learning point we obtain is that realize that school heads should empower teachers to differentiate classroom instruction in order to cater the varying needs of learners caused by two-year modular distance learning. So based on experience, as I conducted classroom visits, I have learned that our learners in Bongbong Elementary School vary in terms of the reading ability and numeracy ability or numeracy skills. So it is the challenge of the teachers to differentiate instruction in order to make sure that no one is left behind in the classroom and that everyone is considered in the planning of instruction. So I think this varying needs of the students are normal, since in the past 2 years we had our modular distance learning and not all students were blessed to have or were fortunate enough to have capable home learning facilitators to teach them about these competencies. So as school heads, we should encourage, we should train, we should empower our teachers to implement differentiated instruction and to welcome student diversity in the classroom. By this manner, we can make sure that we are teaching everyone regardless of their readiness, their learning style, their interest, and their ability. So these are the key takeaways that I, Ma'am Jocelyn, and Sir Joel learned from the problems that our schools encountered during pandemic. On behalf of Sir Joel and Ma'am Jocelyn, I'd like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Ilihorde, our FLT, and to our classmates for bearing with us in our video presentation. Thank you, and we hope that you learned something from our sharing. God bless us all.